What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first one I see is the first one I read, and the first one I saw was Saggy. So congrats to you guys, and we're gonna go ahead and get it popping. But hello guys, happy Friday. Hope we're gonna be looking towards a fantastic weekend. I just realized that I titled this the daily read. It's supposed to be the weekend read, so I'll fix that afterwards. My apologies, guys. This is the weekend read, all right? But without further ado, we're going to get into it. Of course, I do want to let you guys know there's still personal readings available for the week, so if you guys want to get yourself a personal reading with me, head over to CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description below. All right, though, guys, it is the weekend read, not the daily. Let's hop on into it, and we're going to start out here with the Saggy, and we'll see what we got going on. All right, what do we got showing up here for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius? Messages here for Team Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Saggy, one more shuffle coming in here for you. And we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully all is well. Sagittarius, overall energy for you is going to be the Ten of Swords in reverse. You could be connecting here potentially with a air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the Magician. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we have here the Four of Cups in reverse. And then taking a look here at the outcome for you, Sag, we have here the Page of Cups in the upright position. So let's see what's in store here for Team Sagittarius. Now we start with the Ten of Swords in reverse, and then we move into the Magician card in the upright position. So with the overall energy to the current energy, I feel like you're not giving up on something here. That's what it feels like to me, at least, right? Ten of Swords in the upright would represent you're letting go, you're letting something come to an ending, but Ten of Swords reversed is pretty much the energy of refusing to give up. Magician card, you're choosing here to stay focused, you're choosing here to stay in your current circumstance. Looking at what you're dealing with here, Four of Cups reversed. Now, if this was Four of Cups upright, this would represent ignoring a situation, but because it's in the reverse, you're remaining focused, and looking at the outcome here, Page of Cups, you're giving something your all. So I really feel like this weekend, you know, it's kind of like a 180. If you're a Sagittarius who's been feeling like maybe I should give up on something, maybe I should give up on someone, maybe I should give up on a situation, maybe I should give up on this career, you know, you might have had really down and low vibrational thoughts about something for a while, and you might have been considering the idea of completely ending a situation entirely. But in the weekend here, in the next 72, it's like something's going to hit you that kind of brings you into this energy where it's like, no, you know what? I'm not going to give up. I'm going to focus up. I'm going to double down, and I'm going to give this my all here with the Page of Cups. I'm really going to invest my energy into what it is that I want to see grow, thrive, and succeed. So Sagittarians here are not backing down, and I love that for you. Very good, Sagittarius. I like this message for you guys. Of course, do take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't, but I like that you guys are really going for something here. Listen, at the end of the day, if you give something your entire all, if you give it everything you got, and you're like, okay, this ain't working, you have every right to let it go. But if you haven't given something your full 100% just yet, give it your all and see what happens. You never know. It might actually bounce back and really work out for you in a fantastic and magical way. All right? All right, Sagittarius. Appreciate you coming out. Thank you for stopping by. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But thanks for being here nonetheless, okay? All right, guys. We started out with fire here for the weekend read today. So we're going to do fire, water, air, earth. Jumping into the water. Let's have a look here at the Scorpio, and we'll see what we got going on. What do we got showing up here for Team Scorpio, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus zodiac in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Scorpio, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we shall see what's up. Hopefully all is well for the Scorpio gang. Starting out here with the overall energy for you. We got the Four of Wands in reverse. Looking at the current energy for the weekend, we got the Three of Cups. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here a Knight of Wands. And then looking at the outcome here for Scorpio, we have the Knight of Cups in the upright position. So Scorps, I do get the sense here that if things have been kind of weird in an environment that you're dealing with, whether this is about a friendship, whether it's a romantic relationship, relationship, or this is like somebody that you're an acquaintance to, if you've been having weird vibes, if it's felt kind of uncomfortable, I think all that's about to change. You know, looking at what your current energy is, we have here the Three of Cups. Three of Cups represents like a very joyful time. So I feel like if you've been having a little bit of a rough time with someone in a relationship, it's about to turn around here for you moving into the weekend. You look like you're having a much more better time. You're enjoying your time spent with them. Vice versa, they're enjoying their time spent with you. Taking a look at what you're dealing with here, Knight of Wands, it is water under the bridge. Any sort of instance between you and somebody where things might have felt awkward, or things might have been maybe rough, if there's been any sort of negativity showing up in a specific relationship in your life, I get the feeling here where it's like water under the bridge. Let's move forward. Looking at the outcome here, Knight of Cups, you're moving forward in a much more positive direction with somebody, and you're also moving in a very loving direction with somebody here going forward. So I basically want to say it's a 180 is what I'm seeing here, Scorpio. If the vibes have been off between you and someone, or if the relationship has felt kind of inconsistent or unstable, or there's been issues, water under the bridge, things are looking much better moving into the weekend, and you're moving forward with this specific relationship in a very positive manner with this individual. So I like that. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be just love. It could be maybe a relationship to your parent, right? This could be your mom, your dad. This could be your friend. This can be your coworker, right? This can literally be anybody. So take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But I appreciate you guys tuning out here nonetheless, or tuning in here nonetheless. Thank you very much, Scorpio. But yeah, super positive read. Water under the bridge, guys. I like it. All right, Scorps, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our water, we did our fire. We're gonna hop on into our air signs in just a sec. But hello, everybody. I feel like I didn't say hi to guys, or say hi to you guys in general. So hello, guys. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hey, Mojo, what's popping? What's going on, Lila? Hey, Shin, how's it going? Shin said, I leave the hospital today after my C-section. Congrats. Happy to hear that for you. Wishing you a very speedy and awesome recovery. What's going on, Yola's Waterglass Tarot? How are you? You said, I love the way you talk. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. What's going on, Biza? Hey, Dope Butterfly. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having yourselves a fantastic day here so far, and I hope you're looking towards an even better weekend, okay? So, jumping on in now into our air signs, let's go ahead and take a look here at the lovely and amazing Aquarius gang. What's popping here for Aqua? Messages for Team Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aqua? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? Aquarius, you guys are coming through relatively fast. We're going to get one more shuffle over here, and then we'll see what's up. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Aqua, hello. Overall energy for you, Ace of Cups in the reverse position. All right, taking a look at the current energy. That's good. Five of Pentacles in reverse, what you're dealing with. Two of Wands reversed, looking at the outcome here. 10 of Cups reversed. Yeah, you have made a final decision here, Aquarius. I think I'm hearing like enough is enough for you. So you've kind of gotten to a point here, Aqua, where something is becoming very clear that maybe it's time to not have something be in your path, but it's time to part ways with a person, place, or thing, is what I'm picking up on here for you moving into your weekend. You know, Ace of Cups reversed is the energy of feeling disconnected on an emotional level to someone or something. It is a card that can represent unrequited love, or it can represent that you're no longer in this energy of being fulfilled. Looking at the current energy, Five of Pentacles reversed, I think for a while you were kind of isolating the decision of walking away from a person, place, or thing, but you're now tapping into the fact that this is the right decision for you. Looking at what you're dealing with, Two of Wands reversed, enough is enough. The final decision I'm making is I'm moving in a different direction, because right now I'm not happy with someone or something in my life. So Aquarius, sometimes it does take a while to confirm whether or not what you're feeling is temporary, or if what you're feeling is like really just how you genuinely feel. It can be hard sometimes to diagnose whether or not you're unhappy with something. It's weird because sometimes we can think that we're unhappy with something, but maybe we just needed to give it more time. Sometimes we can be just genuinely feeling a little bit off or a little bit funky, but then we can get into an energy where we're like, you know what? I definitely acknowledge that I'm not happy where I'm at, and something here has to change. And that's what I'm seeing showing up here for you. I feel like you're recognizing that you're not fulfilled in something anymore, and it's time to go ahead and part ways from this. And even though it's a little bit of an awkward experience, it is what's going to be within your best interest, is what I'm seeing here at this time. So of course, Aqua, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, Aquarius peeps, we did our air, we did our water, and our fire. We're now going to go ahead and hop on into our earth signs. So jumping into the earth, let's go ahead and have a look here at the Capricorn. What do we got going on here for Team Cappy, baby? Messages here for Capricorns. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Capricorn this weekend? Messages here for Team Cappy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. Capricorn, we're going to get one more shuffle coming in here for you, and then we'll see what's up. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. What's going on here for the Capricorn? All right, Cappy, overall energy here for you this weekend is going to be the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So no longer are you juggling something. I feel like it's about kind of like sticking to one thing and one thing only. For you, Capricorn, if you've been juggling between, like, maybe if you've had two jobs this weekend, you might be saying, okay, let me figure out like which one I want to commit to or what I want to give my undivided attention to. So you might be a Capricorn that's like juggling between two jobs. Maybe the time now is to focus on one job and one job only. You could be juggling between different things in life, trying to get things figured out. But when the Two of Pentacles is in reverse, it's like there's no more juggling. Things are getting figured out. So there's no indecision. If you've been feeling any decision is something I want to say. Looking at the current energy, King of Cups reversed, what you're dealing with, the Devil, and looking at the outcome here, Nine of Wands. Yeah, I think that if you're a Capricorn who's been feeling indecisive of like whether or not you should choose this path or that path, you're figuring out what path is definitely not right for you this weekend, and you now have a clearer perspective of what is the right path for you to walk down instead. Like I said, for example, let's say you were a Capricorn working two jobs, maybe you're now finally having the clear decision of like, wait, this job is unhealthy, or this job is really not good for me, or it's really not benefiting me, so that's not worth it. And then the other job I have, it's all right, it's not so bad, so I'm going to go ahead and focus my attention here, you know? So Capricorns, you're getting a clear and precise answer moving into your weekend about something that is definitely not for you. We got here the Devil, which is a massive card of making you feel stuck, making you feel trapped and immersed in negativity. You know, King of Cups reversed here. You're not really emotionally engaged in something that's toxic. You don't want to be emotionally engaged in something that's not benefiting you. So I feel like this is you recognizing I've held off for a long time, cutting something out of my life, but I now recognize it's not worth it. It's not the right thing for me. So I'm going to make sure I go forward with that decision. So Capricorns, you know that something is definitely not for you. This weekend will bring you that confirmation, and once you have that confirmation, Capricorns will be keeping it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward, okay? So sometimes we need those types of moments. You know, I like those moments where I get the utmost confirmation that a situation is just not for me, or that a situation is not worth it, because it allows you to know where to go next. It's good at directing you with where you go forward, okay? All right, Capricorns, of course, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but I appreciate you guys so much coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, Team Cappy, so we finished up our first batch of signs, guys. Thank you so much, by the way, for everybody who's in here. If you can drop a like, that would be super duper awesome. I know that this is a very early daily read. I did have to take my girlfriend super early today for a 6 a.m. shift, so with that being said, I've been up pretty much for the whole entire time, so I'm gonna knock this out early. Got to pick her up and do stuff later, but I'm happy that everybody came out, so thank you for all of you that are here. I really appreciate that. All right, jumping back on into our fire, we're gonna look at the Ram fam, and we'll see what we got going on here for you. All right, so let's see what's showing up here for Team Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for your weekend? What do we got showing up here for Team Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? Team Ram fam, 2 more shuffles coming in for you, and we'll see what's popping. Hopefully, all is well. Amy asked, Aunt, how is your side in New York? Buffalo's looking pretty good today, and they've lifted the air warning. There still is a polluted air warning where I'm at in New York, but it's not nearly as bad as it was 2 days ago. Like 2 days ago, the sky was orange with everything that's been going on with the wildfires in Canada, but air definitely is a lot more clear, and it's not as smoky as it was. It was super smoky about 2 days ago, but now a lot more clear is what I would say here for sure. All right, though, let's take a look here and see what's going on here for the Ram fam. Aries, overall energy for you is going to be a 4 of Pentacles. Taking a look here at your current energy, we got a Queen of Cups in reverse. What you're dealing with here, we got the Judgment in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you, Strength in the reverse as well. All right, Aries, what's going on with you guys? I see you bundled up in a blanket and wanting to ignore the world. Little intense this weekend, but that's what I'm feeling for the Ram fam. 4 of Pentacles being the overall energy, you know, that can be a card of being in recluse, not really wanting to be around anyone, kind of wanting to keep to yourself. So I do kind of feel that being the vibe right now at this time. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with, Queen of Cups reversed, you're in this place in time right now, Aries, where it's like, I don't know, I'm not really feeling super emotionally engaged. I'm not really in a decent, or like, it's not that you're in a bad mood, but I just feel like you're not in the mood to be around other people, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like a hermit kind of weekend for Aries, having a look at what you're dealing with, judgment reversed. Yeah, it's like you don't really want to give a chance to do anything or see anyone. And then looking at the outcome, strength reversed, I just feel like you're avoiding people and avoiding the world. Now, I'm not sure necessarily what's prompting this decision. We have here the World. We also have here the Nine of Wands reversed. Maybe you just need a breath. You need a time to escape. You know what it looks like, Aries? Maybe it's just been a bit of an overwhelming time recently, or maybe you've just been working pretty hard and you're kind of at that point where it's like, I'm so tired and drained that I just need a bit of a reset. But I do see nonetheless, Aries, you are looking for a reset, whether that is a mental reset, whether you need physical rest, or you need a combination of both. This weekend is a weekend where it's like, let me hit that reset button, because it might have been a bit of an intense time. You could have had a really hard week of working super hard. You could have had a week of just a lot going on, and now it's time to go ahead and hit that reset button. So rest and rejuvenation and resetting the batteries seems to be the pretty big common theme. And you know what? That's awesome for you. If you guys need a weekend off from everybody, if you just need to bask in your own energy and recharge, there's nothing wrong with that. And if somebody tells you there's something wrong with that, look away from people and their stupid opinions, okay? So Aries, I think that you just need this time to recharge. Take all this time, or as much time as you need. I've certainly been there before. I like my hermit moments where I'm wrapped up in a blanket like a burrito, eating a pizza and drinking wine, watching Netflix. It is the best fucking thing sometimes to just not talk to anybody and just live my best life. So for any Aries that feels this way, enjoy yourself this weekend. I hope you come back reset and feeling quite rejuvenated for the next week ahead, okay? Sending my love out to you though, and thank you so much for coming on out and tuning in, okay? All right, Aries, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our fire. We're hopping back on now into our water. Let's have a look here at the Cancer, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. What do we got showing up here for Team Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Cancerian this weekend? Messages coming in here for the Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for you? All right, Team Cancer, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves our last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here for you, baby. Hopefully all is well. Starting out with the overall energy, Two of Wands reversed. Taking a look at the current energy for you, we got a Seven of Cups, what you're dealing with, Cancer. We do have here a Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the Judgment in the reverse as well. So Cancer's interesting messages coming through for you. Two of Wands reverse is kind of like, all right, I think it's time to maybe turn my back on what I'm thinking about. You know what? I'm not feeling that, Cancer. I'm feeling that Two of Wands reverse is like, before I go forward, I should focus on right now. I should focus on the present. I feel like you're being directed this weekend to become more present. It's like, let's stop worrying about the future or focusing on the future. Let's focus up on what's going on here right now. I'm hearing that you have to clear up confusion, Seven of Cups. And when I look at what it is you're dealing with, Ten of Pentacles reversed, this could be the feeling of being in a place of lack, not feeling abundant, feeling like you don't have the stability you need. This could be Cancers not feeling like they have financial security or emotional security. This is just a feeling of lack. It's like, I don't have that thing that I call security that I want to feel. Trust me, I'm a Cancer sun and a Cancer rising. I fucking love security. And the moment that I start feeling insecure, whether that's in anything, whether it's emotionally, financially, etc., then I start to feel like, oh crap, there's a crisis coming, right? So I feel like Cancers naturally have like their monthly exponential, is that how you say it? Exponential crisis, whatever it's called, so we all have that on a monthly or month-to-month basis. But the truth here, Cancer, is this weekend, it's not about setting yourself into a crisis. It's about saying, hold on, I got to slow down for a second. I got to become present. I got to see what's actually going on right now in my life before I freak out and have a crisis and be super concerned and worried about my future. Cancer, sometimes it's not as bad as you may have made it out to be originally. And I think that that's what the universe is trying to say. Like, your certain scenario isn't as bad as maybe you're making it out to be. Take some time to be present. Look at what's really going on. And then you may have a changed opinion here with the Judgment reverse showing up here for the outcome. Like, your opinion may change. So I do get that feeling, Cancer, where it's like, don't launch yourself yourself into a crisis this weekend. Don't become the tower and have a full-blown tower moment, but instead take a step back, become present, assess your situation that you may be deeming negative, or a situation that you may be deeming is lack at the moment in time, or at this moment in time, and you might have a different perspective. All right. Sometimes as Cancerians, we can get really caught up in our head and really caught up in the future and really worried and really nervous, but sometimes it's not as bad as it seems. So give yourself that time to really assess what you're going through, and I think you're going to have a completely different perspective this weekend, okay? All right, Cancerian, much love to you. Appreciate you coming out. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for being here with me, guys, nonetheless, okay? All right, guys, we did our water, we did our fire. We're now going to go ahead and roll on into our air signs, jumping into the air. Let's have a look here at the Libra, and we'll see what's going on here, baby. What do we got showing up here for Team Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for the zodiac signs of Libra, baby? Messages here for Team Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. Glad to hear that resonates with you singing Rockstar Tarot. How are you? Thank you for coming out, by the way. And hi, Conchetta. How are you? Hopefully you guys are doing awesome. I appreciate every single one of you so much. Thank you for spending time with me here today for the weekend read. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and get one more shuffle. Just give me a second. You had a card that flipped over. And what card are you? If I can grab you out. There we go. And that card's going to be the King of Wands. So you had a King of Wands show up randomly for you, Libra. You might have interest, or you might be taking interest in something at this time this weekend. I do get the feeling here for Libras who are single, you might be finding yourself attracted to somebody. So there might be someone new coming into your space that you find very attractive. It might be somebody you might want to potentially pursue later down the line is what I'm hearing too. I'm getting the feeling for Libras of like somebody new being introduced to your friend circle or somebody new being introduced to your group. And it's going to be someone you find very attractive. So super random message. Take that if it applies to you, of course. But let's go ahead and see what's up, Libra. We're going to get our last shuffle showing up here. And what's going on here for you, Libra? Overall energy for the weekend, we got here the Page of Swords. Having a look at the current energy for you, we got the Queen of Swords, what it is you're dealing with, Seven of Wands, and then looking at the outcome for your weekend, Libra, we do have the Five of Cups in the reverse position. So Libras, let's talk about it. First things first, Page of Swords here to the Queen of Swords in the upright position as well. Yeah, I think you're trying to like not be so hesitant this weekend. A lot of people think about, well, I mean, it could resonate this way too, but a lot of people consider the Page of Swords to be the stalker card in the tarot. I mean, for some Libras, you might be fighting off the urge right now to keep an eye on somebody. For some of you Libras, you might be fighting out the urge right now to take a look at your ex or to take a look at your, past people, maybe take a look at their social medias and things of that nature as well. If that's the case for you, you're fighting off that urge this weekend and doing whatever you can to move on. So I do see a situation here for Libras where some of you might be fighting the urge to try to take a trip down memory lane, because it's like, if I take this trip down memory lane, I might very well likely get back into that space where the feelings come back for this person. And when I'm in the process of trying to move on from somebody, I want that person to be out of sight and out of mind. So if you're a Libra, that might resonate to you. But another way that I'm viewing this reading is that some of you might be cutting out the energy of being hesitant. If you have been kind of standing in your way of going for something, whether it's about going for a career, going for somebody you like, going to try to do some sort of transformation in your personal life, if you have been kind of stopping yourself in your own tracks, I do see that you're removing that blockage here. And what that blockage is nothing that's physical, but it has everything to do with the mental. So I do see that moving into the weekend, there can be Libras that are removing themselves from any sort of mental blockages that you might have created. I do see that you're getting past these mental blockages. Five of Cups reverse, which is quite wonderful, because at the end of the day, mental roadblocks and blockages can be really, really tough to come by and can be really, really tough to remove sometimes if we don't understand what's causing them at the core, what the root is that's causing these mental blockages. So I do see you kind of getting to the point, like narrowing down what these roots are. And as you cut something from the root, you kill it initially, right? So if you can cut the mental block from the root, you can remove the mental block overall. So I see Libras overcoming those as well, moving into the next 72 hours, which I think is wonderful, because it's not always such an easy task. It can be better, easier said than done. So Libras, congrats there for you, for those of you that are removing mental roadblocks, because I do think that it's going to move you into a much better place of success. Okay, wonderful guys, I like that. All right, Libra, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did all of our air, we did our water and our fire. We're now going to hop on into our earth signs, rolling into the earth. Let's have a look here at the Virgo, baby, and we'll see what we got going on with you. What do we got showing up here for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for the Virgo gang? Messages here for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. By the way, for the 130 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, that'd be super awesome. I really appreciate it. Really helps out. So if you want to support the channel, drop a like and a comment. Really would appreciate it. All right, Team Virgos, let's get ourselves this last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's going on with you. Hopefully all is well. Starting out here with the overall energy, we do have here the Ace of Wands in reverse. Looking at the current energy for you, we got a Six of Cups. Looking at what you're dealing with, Strength in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Four of Pence in the reverse position as well. Cindy, by the way, thank you so much for being a member for over 19 freaking months. Really appreciate that. Super huge. Thank you so much for your love and for your support. Now, Virgos, for your weekend, guys, Ace of Wands reversed here to the Six of Cups in the upright position. You know, I think that right now you're not really interested in the idea of the past, but I kind of feel like the past is creeping around you, or the past is haunting you in some sort of way. Looking at what you're dealing with here, it could be a Leo, but strength in reverse, someone here is having a hard time keeping themselves away from you. All right, I'm feeling like somebody here is struggling, Virgo, to keep themselves at bay. No matter how much you may try to move on from somebody, it's like they keep trying to basically kind of work their way back into your life, if you will. And when I look at the outcome here being the Four of Pence in reverse, it's like you're trying to let them go, you're trying to move on. But whoever you're dealing with here, they're having a hard time keeping their composure. So I'm getting the feelings here, Virgo, that, you know, someone or some situation from the past can't really escape you when they keep going out of their way to pop back up to you. I'm feeling like somebody here can't keep their composure and they can't help themselves but reach out to you. So you're in a process of trying to move on, while somebody here is in a process, I feel, of trying to keep you around. So there's a polarity to that for sure, but it's not a plane of resonation. You know, you're on that plane of resonation where it's like, I'm moving on, and person you're dealing with's on that plane where it's like, I want to get you back. So there is a polarity effect going on moving into your weekend. It's a push and pull, but I think that ultimately, right, if you are in a space where you are very clearly trying to move forward, I would never be afraid about making sure you're enforcing your boundaries and telling somebody, listen, this is my choice. I would like you to respect that going forward. I think that also whoever you're dealing with just needs to hear you say it. I get the feeling here that if somebody from the past keeps coming back up and you're uninterested, they might need more of your boundary to be shown to them, or they might need to really hear it from you that you're not interested in going back to that point in time. Okay, so this might be a time here to really tell somebody, listen, I'm in the process of moving on. Please respect that as I go forward on my journey. Okay, so take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Virgos, I appreciate you coming out here nonetheless. Thank you guys so much. Okay, all right guys, so we did our second batch of zodiacs already. I can't believe it. It's only been it's just like 2 minutes shy of 30 minutes. That's crazy. 28 minutes. Wow. So we are flying through the signs today, but we're moving on into our last and final batch. So we're going to go back into the fire now. And as we go into the fire signs for the weekend read, we're going to start off here with the Leos. So let's see what's going on for Team Leo here in the next 72 hours. All right. What do we got going on here for Team Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Moving on into the weekend. What do we got going on here for your weekend, baby? Seven of Swords in the reverse. Luckily not in the upright. We got this showing up here for you guys. I feel like this card is saying that you could be removing any sort of feeling of being jaded. If there's anything, Leo, that's made you feel jaded, upset, hurt, this weekend might be a good time to find that healing that you need in order to move past something. So I do get the feeling here that if you've been jaded for a while, probably won't be experiencing that much longer is what I want to say here for you. I get the feeling here that you're figuring out like how to heal or how to really lick your wounds from a past situation, Leo. Okay, so there definitely could be healing at play coming into the weekend here for sure. There also could be forgiveness. Seven of Swords reversed could represent forgiveness as well. So there might be a forgiving aspect for some of you guys this weekend as well. But let's have a look here and see what's going on here for the Leo gang. Starting out with the overall energy, Four of Pentacles in reverse. Looking at the current energy, Five of Pentacles upright. What you're dealing with, Seven of Wands upright. And then your outcome here is going to be the Hermit card showing up as well. Now that's Virgo energy. So Leo, there's a chance you might be connecting here with a Virgo. Now Four of Pentacles reversed here to the Five of Pentacles in the upright. You know, I kind of get the feeling here, Leo, like Five of Pentacles can be the card of feeling left out in the cold. I think that you're dropping that feeling of being left out, and I think you're starting to recognize that if things didn't work out for a reason, it was really for a reason. You know, this is kind of the realization that everything that ends in life ends for a reason because you were meant for something else. I think that a lot of you this weekend are finding more trust and more faith in the universe, but I think you're also recognizing that rejection's God's protection. I don't know why I feel that's coming in strong for you. So it's the realization that rejection is God's protection. What isn't meant for me never will continue to be meant for me. You know what? What is meant for me though inevitably will find me. So Seven of Wands showing up here. It's kind of like you're not being apprehensive, I guess, anymore towards the universe. You're not being apprehensive towards things not working out. I feel like you're getting into a flow state where it's like, shit, whatever happens fucking happens. I think that that's where you're at moving on into your weekend. And you know what? Sometimes that's the mentality you really need to get into an amazing flow state, because when you can get to the point where you have no expectations of what comes next, it's like, listen, I'm accepting and I'm trusting, and I know that whatever is next in my path is the righteous thing for me. Universe, I can trust you. Not only is it a super amazing feeling of relief, but it's a great feeling because you get to your next destination a heck of a lot quicker. You know, whatever it is you resist persists. So if you're in a space where you don't accept the things in life that change, and that's your main focal point 24/7, you'll be creating resistance and delaying your next new path. So I get the feeling for Leos, it's like, you know what? I'm okay with detaching. And the thing about the Hermit is that the Hermit doesn't only represent isolation, it's a card that represents wisdom. The Hermit here is meant to represent Merlin, which is wise as fuck. So with that being said here for Leos, you know, the wisdom that you're receiving this weekend is that rejection's God's protection, but always remember, with rejection's God's protection, that always means you're going to be redirected as well. So Leos, you're in the process here of being redirected, and I feel you really reinforcing more faith and more trust into the fact that a new path is coming and the universe is guiding you somewhere new. Okay, so it's let go, let God moving into your weekend. I like that. Cool. All right, Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. I can't tell you guys how many times I've encountered a lot of situations and came at that with the angle of resistance. You know, I'm a person sometimes who can be too stubborn for my own good, and I can persist. And you know, sometimes it takes the universe to smack me in the face to say, listen, Anthony, you got to let the fuck go. And every time, man, that I let go and I'm like, you know what, universe, whatever happens, it's going to work out. I'm going to let you do your thing. It always works out. So just a reminder to myself and a reminder to everybody here, you know, if you need to be letting go of something, if you're getting that nudge to let go of something, let it go. It's going to work out for you A-okay. All right. All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all the fire. We're going to hop on into our water signs in a sec. But how's everybody doing? Happy Friday. For the 144 peeps in the chat, if you can drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. Lila said I was having this conversation with myself in spirit earlier. I love you so much and thank you. It's so true and I'm so ready. Well, I'm glad that resonates with you for sure. And yeah, that conversation in general is super important, man. Just being able to let go and trust that everything's going to be okay always works out and turns out being okay. So you got to be willing to put faith into the universe, man. And faith in yourself. Seriously, you've gotten through every fucking difficult moment you've ever faced in your life, right? Are you still here? Are you breathing? Are you kicking it right now on this fucking spinning rock? Yeah. So you've gotten through every difficult moment you've ever faced in your fucking life. So with that being said, God's never going to throw, or the universe never is going to throw a moment at you that you can't handle. Because you got through everything and you'll get through anything else that you experience or encounter moving forward into the future. Point blank period. All right, guys, moving on forward here for you. We're going to hop back into the water. Going into the water, what's going on here for the fish? Pisces, welcome in. What's up? Let's see what we got going on here for you. What's going to be rolling on in here for the Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Fish? Messages here for the Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my beautiful fish, let's get our last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here, baby. Hopefully all is well. Starting out with the overall energy for you. We have here the World card, taking a look at the current energy, Pisces. We have the Empress in reverse, what you're dealing with. We got the Judgment in the upright position, and then looking at the outcome for you, we do have here the Magician in the reverse position, okay? Let's see what's going on here for you. So Pisces, starting out here with the overall energy, we got the World showing up. This is fixed zodiac energy, so you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Taurus, a Scorpio, or potentially a Leo as well. Now, the World to the Empress in reverse, interesting kind of thing, because I think you're noticing that maybe you don't feel like you need to keep growing and expanding your world. You know what it looks like to me, Pisces? I think you're reaching a point in time where, like, I have enough. Like, it is enough. My life is enough. And that realization within itself is a super positive thing, but it's also a really good feeling, because we go through stages in our life where we reach a point where we're content. And when we sit back and say, everything I have, it's enough for me, and that's a good feeling to have. So moving into your weekend, I feel like Pisceans are kind of coming to this conclusion. Of course, for those of you that this resonates to, taking a look at what you're dealing with here, the Judgment card, it's like everything I've done that has gotten me to where I am, I feel like I cannot ask for more. Looking at the outcome, Magician reversed, here you are not asking for more, point blank period. It's that card of like, I don't need to manifest more things for my future. I'm abundant because I have everything I already need. I have everything I desire. I have everything that I could ask for. So Pisces, I see you in a space of gratitude moving into your weekend, in a space of contentment moving into your weekend. And I think that as you're getting into this energy, not only are you becoming more harmonious with the universe, but you're becoming more one or at peace with yourself, which I think is very beautiful too. So Pisces, for those of you that are in this space, enjoy it. It's one of the best feelings. We're going to go through cycles of this very frequently in our lives and then throughout our lifespan. So enjoy it right now, because it is a very beautiful energy indeed. It's very grounding, very healing, very positive. So if you're in a good space like this, live it up this weekend and have the best time, okay? All right, Pisces, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So the fire is done, the water is done. We're now going to go ahead and hop on into our air signs, going into the air. Hello, Gemini. Let's see what's going on here for you. What do we got showing up here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Give me 1 second, y'all. There's a card that is upside down somewhere. Here it is. In the next 72 hours, what do we got going on for the zodiac of Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. Team Gemini, what is popping here for you? Starting out here with the overall energy for you guys, what do we got? We got here the 7 of Wands. Taking a look at the current energy, we have here the Justice, looking at what you're dealing with, 10 of Wands in reverse, and then the outcome for Team Gemini is going to be the Knight of Cups in the upright position here, moving into your weekend. So Geminis, first things first, 7 of Wands here to the Justice. I think that you've kind of been in a space where it's been pretty hard to feel balanced. I think that you've been in a space where it's been difficult to feel okay. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, which is good, the 10 of Wands is in the reverse, but if this is in the reverse, it means it was in the upright originally, right? And the 10 of Wands represents feeling burdened, having a lot going on, feeling like you have a lot of weight on your shoulders. So I think what's happening here for you this weekend is, instead of constantly having a struggle to be balanced, you're figuring out what brings the balance in your life. And in result of that, that's what's allowing you to let go of the dead weight that's been on your shoulders. So I get the feeling here for Geminis moving into this weekend, you're coming to the conclusion of what's going to help you be more balanced, feel more balanced in your day-to-day life. And it's going to get you to a point where, in result of that, it lets you let go of the extra weight you've been holding on to, the things that have been holding you back, the things that have been dragging you down. So I see you getting that figured out here this weekend, which is really, really awesome. I mean, taking a look here at the outcome, we got here the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups showing up here for you is about being in a pretty upbeat and positive mood, but it's also about making positive strides going forward here as well. So Geminis, I like this message a lot for you guys moving into the weekend. You know, I've certainly been in a space and time before where I felt like it was a struggle to be balanced because I was dealing with all this. 10 of Wands. I was dealing with stress, feeling overwhelmed, feeling super anxious, and it felt like there was no escape from that. But until I learned what works for me to calm me down, to keep me more balanced, to keep me more level-headed, maybe to see things from a different perspective, until I learned what works for me, it was a hard time here finding that balance. So Geminis, I'm seeing that you're figuring out what works for you. And once I said, or like I said a million times already, in result of you finding out what works for you, it lets you let go of a lot, which is really, really good. So I like that, Gems. I like that you're figuring shit out here. Really, really positive message, guys. Okay? All right, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, Gemini, for stopping by, and have a lovely, lovely weekend, okay? All right, everybody. We did all of our water. We did all of our air. We did all of our fire. Going on into our last but not least zodiac sign here for today. Let's have a look here at the Bull Gang, and let's see what we got going on. So what's going to be showing up here for Team Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information is going to be showing up here for the Bull Gang today? Messages here for Team Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Moving into the weekend. What do we got going on here for you? All right, Taurus. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves 2 more shuffles. And then we'll see what's popping with you. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff for the Bull Gang. Taurus, overall energy for you is the Queen of Wands. Hello. Definitely a very empowering energy. Queen of Wands is typically super empowering. It could be inspiring even for a few of you. Having a look at the current energy, we got the 7 of Wands in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, Page of Cups in the upright. And then looking at the outcome here for you guys is going to go ahead and be the 4 cups in the upright position as well. So as far as what I'm seeing for Taurians moving into your weekend here, Queen of Wands to the 7 of Wands in reverse. You know what this looks like to me, Taurus? Getting out of your head, getting out of your way, really stepping up into a confident, empowered energy. I think that there's something that's been bothering you. Now, this could be a mindset that's been bothering you, Taurus. This could be a person and their negative opinions that have been bothering and bugging you. But you know what, Taurus? There's nothing standing in the way anymore of your confidence or of your ability to make something happen. I think you're tired of people testing you. You're tired of people doubting you. And you know what? You're getting into the empowered vibe where it's like, I just don't give a fuck, 4 cups, if people are going to test me or doubt me. At the end of the day, people will always believe you cannot do something if they believe themselves that they can't do something, okay? I had tons of people tell me that I would never have success on YouTube, no matter what niche I did, no matter what I did in general. They always told me it wouldn't work out. You would not be a YouTuber, right? But at the end of the day, those are people that never saw themselves doing what I would do. Those are people that never learned how to edit videos, that never learned how to publish videos, that never learned how to do anything when it comes to a computer. So at the end of the day, if they couldn't see themselves doing it, why would they see me? So I used to take that as a shot. I used to be upset. I used to be hurt when people would doubt me. But then I was like, they just don't see that in alignment with themselves. So you know what? Their doubt don't mean shit. And I don't really have to prove them wrong. If anything, I'm going to just continue to prove myself right. So that was the major difference that happened to me, man. And I think that for Taurians that are watching this video right now, that's a major, amazing way to put it. Because ultimately, don't worry about them. You know, they can't see themselves doing what you're doing. And don't worry about their validation. Prove yourself right. You set out to do something. You knew you could do it, so make it fucking happen. Point blank, period. Looking at the outcome, Taurus, right? 4 cups, ignore other people. Page of Cups, focus on investing in what it is you love. And Queen of Wands, stay confident at every given moment in time. There's a reason you set out to do something, and everybody does not set out to do something that they're unable to do. You guys have that power within yourself to make it happen. Once again, you are more than capable than you can ever imagine, okay? So with that being said here, Taurus, doubt doesn't mean shit. What matters is you proving yourself correct, okay? All right, my Bull Gang peeps, I love you. Thank you so much for stopping by and tuning in. Take it, of course, if it resonates, and leave it if it doesn't. But guys, with that all being said, dun dun dun, thank you all so much for coming out here to the weekend reading. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by. Means a lot to me. For everybody who's in the chat, if you can drop a like, that'd be super awesome. Really helps out with the channel. Of course, if you're new here and you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe. I'd be more than happy to have you guys. Thank you so much in advance for people who do subscribe. I did want to mention, everybody, all the June readings for the monthly videos, all the June monthly videos are already posted on my channel. So if you haven't seen your June monthly video yet, give it a check out. It's already posted on my channel. I also posted a June pick a card reading. If you haven't seen that either, feel free to give that a check out as well, okay? I do want to mention, moving into next week, I'm going to be taking a look at, or not taking a look, I'm going to be starting to upload the mid-months for June 2023. So next week you can expect mid-months to start to get rolled out. So stay tuned for that, guys. That'll be coming shortly here as well. Personal readings are still open. So if you want to get yourself a personal reading moving into the weekend, check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's going to be the first link in the description below. Okay. All right, everybody. I love you guys so much. Have a fantastic and amazing weekend. And I'm going to go ahead and catch everybody in the next video. Much love to my soul family. And guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Later, everybody. Peace.